Damn.
The DX, like the DX segment.
Edit that out.
Where
Edit
we've been
that out.
told
I
we
was just
can't
getting him out.
say certain words. We can't say.
Oh, nah. On that note, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos.
I mean, we're recording? What the
Welcome to USA Network.
YouTube
Oh.
algorithm. You can't swear within at least 30 seconds. Hold on. Hold it on.
I didn't even
I was like,
record.
8 seconds left.
You sound
There
like
we
my
go, 30
2-year-old.
seconds.
What's going on? Not that my 2-year-old swears. I'm just saying, but you sound like a
There we go.
2-year-old.
It sounds like your
That's 30
2-year-old
seconds
swears, Chaos.
Jesus Christ.
One more time. All right, cool.
That's why.
Okay.
That's why he didn't have any lines on Doctor Who. He was just swearing his head.
Yeah, you see his mouth moving, but just nothing was happening. He was just saying it was all muted. All right,
Oh, it was
Okay.
gold.
Okay.
focus, everybody. Focus.
Everyone be serious.
Seriously.
Serious faces.
Am I even in the shot? There we go. All right, cool. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos. So welcome to a jam-packed episode of Take It to the Table. As you can see, we are very excited because it's a very special episode. And obviously, for a special episode, I need a esteemed panel. Obviously, without further ado, to my right is none other than the return of David Sheldon back to the table. How you doing today, David?
I am good. Thank you very much. It's been a good day. Just been on the daily broadcast, which was good fun. And yeah, I get to come back to the table. It's been way too long since I've been at the table. Mostly because we seem to schedule episodes. I agree to do them, but then something mysteriously comes up on the day, which causes somebody else to have to fill in for me last minute. But I'm here now, so yes, and I'm ready to talk some wrestling and then show that I know more about wrestling than everybody else does.
Oh,
I
fight
can
talk
wait.
already.
Whoa.
Oh
That was
my
mean.
goodness. I mean, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Hurts
All
my
this week, even
feelings.
like, obviously double booking and all that. It's all good. Welcome back to the table. You're always welcome here. Obviously, further to my right is none other, of course, the spaghetti to my meatballs, the Joker to my Batman, Soul of the Soul Chestnuts. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. But I mean, David, when you do lose, I will be clipping this and sending it to Ignacio so he's got extra fuel for the fire. So I'm just saying, better on your best behavior, son, or someone's going to come and bite you right in the behind. But, we'll get into this table topics, guessing. Also, I am the champion of Take to the Games as well, because suck it.
Don't worry. I'm going to get my title back. Don't worry. It's all good.
How did you lose, Chaos? What?
It was jammy. It wasn't even by his hand. It was by flipping, what is it?
Chase.
What's that guy
Chase
chase
you.
you? Yeah, exactly. It wasn't by you. So it's just
remarkable.
technicalities. It's all good. I'm going to get my dub. Don't worry. Of course, down below is none of it was. Some of that I did. Well, we'll see you on the next episode of Take It to the Game. It's none other than El Jefe, Ben Allison. How you doing today, sir?
Yeah, a lot of that episode did not age well. I will warn you guys, but I am good. I am glad to be here at the table. Also, Soul just mentioned Ignacio. Ignacio has been telling me a certain something, Chaos. He's been claiming to me that you've been dodging him from the table.
Oh dear, what's going on? Is everyone there?
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you not hear what
we're
Ben
here.
said?
What happened there? I don't know what happened. I'm
Ben
fine.
said
I'm good.
that
Anyway,
you've been dodging
I'll
Ignacio.
say it
Ignacio
again.
claims you've been dodging him.
is everyone gonna get?
Ignacio's claiming you've been.
So Ignacio is dodging Chaos. Chaos is dodging his own
I'm not.
show hosting.
I am not. What's going on
Chaos
here?
is dodging the claims that he is dodging. Chaos should be a politician.
I'm right here.
is-
What the hell?
How can you?
Yeah.
What is going on here? This can't be a technical
I think
difficulty.
Chaos has finally lost
This
the
was-
plot. All that green.
Is
screen
Ignacio at his
fighting
door?
mind. Chaos, if you can hear me, lay off the gamer fuel and all those supplementary drinks. They're very bad for your mind.
No, they're actually very.
I'm here.
Great for you.
What happened?
Great sponsors of the channel.
Can you hear me?
Apparently, Ignacio is
Yeah.
claiming that you're ducking him. You did address that earlier, though.
Oh, is he? Oh, is he now? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna cut all that out. I don't know what happened there.
Cut all
Anyway,
that out. I
No,
like that.
you've got to keep it in.
oh, fine.
That
I'll
was-
keep.
that
Hold
was
on,
the biggest
hold on.
problem.
Everyone just go
Go.
quiet a sec. Everyone just go quiet a sec. And Ignacio has claims that you've been dodging him, Chaos.
Yes.
Oh
That's the one.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll see about that, Ignacio. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like now we're gonna get the Kendrick Lamar diss track from Chaos now of Meet the Ignacios, and then it's just gonna be like, oh no.
One more time,
Oh,
Chaos. If you
no.
didn't hear us before, Ignacio is claiming that you're ducking him on Take It to the Table.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna reply to that guy. It's all good. It's fine. He needs to. Well, once he gets back to the modern age, then that's when he might be invited back to the table instead of back in my day. That's what I call him, back in my day guy. Anyway, welcome to the table, Ben Allison, and of course, last but not least, is of course Clark Taylor, who's looking to probably redeem himself after the last episode. How you doing today, sir?
It's good to be back. I'm not Miro, but today I will be the Redeemer. At least I hope so. David and Ben have just been following me everywhere I go today. It's weird how that works. Like I can't even ditch them all day long. The daily, everything. They're great guys and all, but I just can't get rid of them. So I'm excited to be on this show with them. What I'm afraid of is that David does actually have that kind of wrestling knowledge where he's going to still win the contest. And that's my only fear headed in. But I will say that I am equally as unprepared as I've always been approaching the quiz on today's show. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it is broke, maybe just save it for later. That's all I'm saying, guys. Let's get after it.
I've just got to say, Clark, before we move on, that from what you said about that we've been following you everywhere you go. I must say your jumper's looking a lot more blue than it did through the binoculars. It's impressive. It looks nice.
It is.
So basically, we see David having a sunburn.
I do have an LA Night shirt on underneath, by the way, is the funniest part. I found that this morning. Forgot I ordered it.
Fair dues. They love you, Clark. What can they say? They want to do. They're like, dear best. Clark, I wrote to you, but you still ain't calling. But anyway, shout out to Eminem on that line. But anyway, yeah, we got a jam-packed episode here. What?
New album coming soon, Chaos.
Yeah, the death of Slim Shady. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be emotional. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's music talk. We're here to talk about wrestling.
Slim Shady's dying?
Yeah, Slim Shady's dying, bro. Like, what are we doing here? All right, cool.
It is linked to wrestling because there's actually a Finn Balor reference in the title. The full album title is The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, and as we all know, that's Finn Balor's finishing maneuver. So
yeah, we've got a jam-packed episode after all that technical difficulties. We're back on schedule. Like I said, we're gonna be we got a special game called Guess the Wrestler via their accolades. So that's gonna be very interesting. But first, obviously, we got a couple topics at hand, such as obviously everyone's honest thoughts on Cody possibly becoming not just the undisputed WWE champion, but also the US champion at King and Queen of the Ring as well. Also, my opinion is it actually hard to watch the old era of WWE compared to now? So I think we got the best panel for those couple questions. So yeah, as always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let us take it to the table. This episode is brought to you by Wraith Energy. Wraith Energy is the perfect drink for gamers. It offers 200 milligrams of caffeine, 1,000 milligrams of taurine, antioxidants, amino acids, zero sugar. It gives me that extra edge to beat Roman Reigns on Legendary on 2K24. It also helps when I'm forced by Ben Allison to do videos for him about his love for soul. Just by using my promo code ChaosWraith, you get 10% off your entire order. They have awesome flavors such as the Cosmo, the WTD, the Sour Apple, Gamer Bathwater, or my personal favorite, Porn Star. Hello, ladies. No clumps, no grainy aftertaste, just absolutely amazing. So use promo code ChaosWraith right now and get 10% off your order. Thank you, Wraith, for sponsoring this video. Yes. Cool. Stop invoking Ben Allison. All right, cool.
I actually made that intro.
Of course you did. All graphics and everything. You're an absolute computer whiz, Clark. Yeah, all good. So yeah, start off before we get into the game. You know, let's dive into this thing right now. So obviously, as of now, I think next week Saturday is King and Queen of the. Sorry, is it Sunday? Is that Sunday pay-per-view?
It's
Anyway,
one of the weekend days.
It's one of the weekend days. The next pay-per-view is King and Queen of the Ring. Obviously, they're currently, as of this recording, still going through the tournament to see what the final is, set to be at for both the King and Queen tournament. So far, it's been absolutely enjoyable. Love it. It's going exceptionally well, and my favorites are still in their respective brackets. But obviously, last Friday on SmackDown, Cody was obviously looking for a new challenger for his new champion, for his WWE championship, after successfully defending it against AJ Styles in arguably a very enjoyable match. Gave it 5 stars, would you believe? Which is, yeah, fair enough. So obviously he needs a challenger for King and Queen of the Ring.
Sheldon, but he wasn't actually reviewing the show.
Our own Uncle Dave.
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
We're not allowed to. We are going to have to beep the other one. We're not allowed to reference him. But
look, if we are going off. If we are going off this Uncle Dave's rating for that match, I would have conferred with Mr. Kobe Galanzowski.
Okay.
So 4.25.
Yeah, the only Dave Meltzer we're talking about is the melting of the ice cream next to David's current setup.
Fair enough. But I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, of course. So the next champion, the next challenger for Cody's championship is none other than Logan Paul. And as of this recording, it is actually set to be a title versus title. Logan Paul kind of pretty much suggested it. Cody Rhodes pretty much confirmed it. And then obviously since that has happened, a lot of people online have pretty much collectively went like this.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
So yeah, I'm just wanted to get your guys' thoughts. I thought it was actually, I'm pretty much up for it, but clearly people are wondering, like, why is Cody Rhodes turning into Thanos and trying to, add every title to his Infinity Gauntlet, starting with the US Championship. So yeah, I just wanted to obviously get your guys' thoughts on it, because I remember on the last daily that I was on with myself, Clark, and David, when obviously the thing was brought up about Cody and Logan Paul, there was a collective sigh or just an eye roll regarding that situation. That's why I wanted to wanted to bring it to the table, as I said on the daily, to get your guys' thoughts on this situation. So let's start with you, David. With this thing, what's your gripes with this whole situation?
So I think, look, gripes might be a strong word. Although I did roll my eyes, I'm really excited for the match because Cody's great, Logan's great. The match is going to be great. I just think Cody versus Logan, if the match is title versus title, which I don't know if WWE have officially confirmed it is.
They haven't.
But they haven't. Okay. But they did make it.
They've hinted.
They've hinted at it. If that is a title versus title match, that is where I think there's an issue. And I think it points to the fact they haven't really built anybody for Cody. They seem to have built Cody to beat Roman and don't seem to have thought much past that. And so the Styles feud, while good, felt like filler. And now we seem to have moved on to Logan. And this doesn't feel like it was part of a plan. It just feels like it's oh God, we need Cody to do something. Logan, come in, my man. So while the match will be great, my issue comes in that it feels like just another part, like another step without necessarily a plan. I think they could have built more people for Cody to face other than having to go to Logan this quickly. While the match, I think, will be brilliant and will deliver brilliantly. And it makes sense for a Saudi match because, it's Logan and Logan is, big celebrity star. It does feel like a Saudi match, but if it is title for title, that's bizarre. Because even if, I don't mind Cody winning the US title because it's worked before with, Seth, but Seth only held it for, a month before he dropped the US title back to Cena. So that's got a short shelf life. And I don't really want to see anybody pin Cody right now because that doesn't really seem like that's what Cody's story is. He's taken this long to get the title. I don't really see where we go with the US title. But I mean, if Cody wants to do a US Open challenge, and just have 2 matches on every show, why not? Just burn himself out faster. But I don't, like I said, I love Cody and I've enjoyed the title run so far. enough, and I think that
Oh,
he's
no.
got to think.
His ice cream.
no. Oh no.
You're back.
Guys, just melted over the computer.
You were back.
oh dear. Technical difficulties inbound everywhere. My goodness.
He thinks that Cody,
Uncle
comma,
Howdy's invaded.
dramatic pause.
Cody's a dick.
He thinks
I
that
wanna
Cody,
bring up-
comma.
I want to bring up quickly an interesting point that Ignacio made as well, Chaos.
Yeah.
So you're technically not dodging him. One thing which we know Triple H is a big historian. Ignacio was pointing out that originally the point of the United States Championship was you could trade it basically in for a shot at the World Championship. So perhaps if Cody wins, the route they go down is that Cody immediately relinquishes it, and Cody makes, a nod back to the good old days, as Ignacio would say.
I mean, they could do that. I can't imagine them doing that. I'd like to make. I don't know. That's not really WWE-esque for them to do like trade. That's something that TNA would do.
It is.
But,
That is very TNA.
That is
But
very
it's a new
TNA.
era.
It's a cool one though. I think we got David back online though. Here we go. There we go.
He's back.
Sorry,
He's
I'm
alive!
Did the Ben and Jerry's get through the
I don't know
laptop?
how far
Jason?
I don't know how far into my take I got before it all cut out, but
You're
Yeah,
basically saying that there's no plans for Cody. They haven't really thought this through.
yeah, they haven't thought it through, and so it'd be a good match. But I think that Cody taking that title is a bit.
my question to you is my question to you, because I know you said about this is pretty much filler, and I agree the AJ Styles thing was filler, and this Logan thing is filler. It reminds me of like a Naruto episode. It's just pure filler that you can completely miss. But it does. It's true. But and this is almost like kind of like retreading waters in terms of like how it was last year. There was a lot of filler until he got to the Rumble and Mania. Really, obviously, you had the Shinsuke Nakamura thing. I think the biggest feud that you had was just the Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like is this why you feel like it's almost similar in that kind of situation? It is like obviously.
I think what would have benefited Cody straight off the bat would have been a multiple month program. I think that would have because like for all the flack that I gave certain parts of the Brock Cody feud at times, immediately on the Raw after Mania, no matter how bad that show was, you knew exactly what the direction was for Cody. That we're going Cody Brock. Okay, that's your first big test for Cody post Mania. This time we kind of had a few weeks of nothing. Then we kind of got the AJ thing that kind of just felt a bit throwaway. Now it's Logan. It just feels like there's not that consistency where I can immediately go, right, this is a big immediate test for Cody. I don't even know who that would have been, to be honest, on SmackDown, but that's what Triple H's job is. It's not mine. It make me believe that somebody can take the title off Cody straight off the bat, or at the very least give him a real test off the bat, and I've not felt that yet, and I don't think that's going to be the case with Logan either.
No, 110%. No, I agree. What about you, Thor? What's your thoughts on this situation? Are you excited for this match, or do you have any gripes with it? What's your thoughts?
I mean, it's going to be at a reasonable time for the UK. I mean, that's all I can really think of. That's nice for us. But here's the thing, right? Looking at this realistically, Logan ain't winning this on no way in Jose, because we know where Cody's going. He's going to The Rock at Vegas next year. So no matter what they do, no matter who they build and make it seem like they're going to be defeating the whole ending Mr. America's dream, it's not happening. It's Rock where we know what the plan is. The thing with Logan is, though, I thought this match would have happened at SummerSlam, because isn't that SummerSlam happening in Logan's hometown or something like that, or where he's born, or something like that?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, see, one of America's states. I don't know which
Cleveland.
It's because we're going to do the real Cleveland hero, and we're going to do Cody versus The Miz.
Cleveland, Ohio. Ask LeBron James. He turned
maybe
Cleveland
that.
into
I
Cleveland.
mean, fair point, but here's the thing with actually going back to Logan and Cody. This is probably going to end with it's going to end with Jake Paul probably coming in, interfering there, and then the Paul brothers are going to beat on Cody Rhodes. Then whatever face tag team have the tag titles are going to interfere, stop them. Then at further down the line, it's going to be the Paul brothers versus the face tag team. They're going to take the belts off them, have the Paul brothers as the medium sensations with the tag belts, put them on social media, yada-da-da-da. that's where we'll probably go. I mean, no offense, I agree with David's whole point about Cody. It seems like they have, well, we had him win the title and finish the whole story thing. We've now got the program for Rock. Oh, Rock's fucking off for 8 months. Shit. What do we do? I don't know. Who we got in catering that we can just throw in? Cool. AJ, go. Karrion Kross, go. I don't know. Fuck, is Michael Hayes able to wrestle? Michael Hayes, go.
Oh, PSAs would be a sick matchup, actually. That one, don't knock it till you try it. He was great.
Think of all the Dusty references.
On the mic?
Oh, so many Dusty
Oh,
references.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
PSAs. I draw the line at PSAs. The other ones, so you're onto something, but PSAs and Cody would be electric.
I mean, like I'll even counteract the point here as well. I kind of agree the same with Swerve's title running away. I feel like Christian Cage is sort of a thrown situation there. But I do feel like the match that we're gonna get with Swerve, which ideally I think is Ospreay at All In, will happen sooner than Rock and Cody. So hopefully that sort of element of unknown charted waters won't be as long for that title reign with Swerve. But with Cody, you have to basically hold out until April 20th of next year. That's a lot. They're not gonna have Cody and Rock, match going at Rumble. No way.
If we know Rock said that there's one match which he wants more than any, and that's the match against Reigns. If Rock really only can do this Mania, then Cody's dropping it before then to Rock, and that will break my heart.
Do you seriously think they'll have?
I don't think, but I think it's possible. I think.
So you also thought Roman was going to retain at Mania, and you also thought that he wasn't going to lose until it went to Netflix. So we know your prediction record, mate. It ain't good.
Wait a second. I didn't say anything about Netflix. What are you on about? Oh, sorry, he wouldn't drop it. Well, I misheard that.
Yes.
Ignore me.
I subscribed to Netflix. Does that help?
About Raw wasn't going to Netflix. I never made that call. But yeah, no.
I thought they would do it on Netflix.
Either way, yeah, your prediction rate is very, very minuscule. But yeah, no, I agree.
Mine's high. Mine's really high.
It was Clark who said Netflix.
Yeah, but your major prediction was wrong. That's what I'm saying. It's still
major
low.
prediction. Oh wait, so that one outweighs the other 50 I got right, and so did Ben. Jeez Louise, man. Now you're making me do math.
If the only chance to do Reigns Rock is this Mania, Cody's dropping it spot before then, and it's going to break my. He shouldn't do that. It's a mistake, but they'll do it.
It is a mistake, and it would make me very mad. Make me very mad.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen. Rock and Reigns will definitely happen at Mania, but it's gonna be non-title. It doesn't.
Cody's the people's champ. Everyone knows it's time for the people's champ.
Fair enough.
No, but Rock said in an interview it does need the title, Chaos.
Yeah, well, that's the Rock championship. He has the people's championship. He has his little, complimentary prize he got from the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. The people's champ, though, is worse.
I'm the PTO owner board, and I have my own title, so I can put this on the line and share on my merch and make my movies good.
Ben the Rock went online and said that Black Adam was a success. Doesn't mean that it was.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know that.
He's an arse.
And that doesn't make Ty clips cool either.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, fair enough. Okay, so that's your thoughts on or your excitement for that match. I understand that. So what about you, Ben Allison? What's your situation? What's your thoughts on this? Because I believe you went a little bit on this on what's your show again?
The daily broadcast.
Daily broadcast, yes. Analysis. That's the one
too. Both great shows. Tune in on YouTube.
I'm gonna cut that out and not pretend I know the name of it. Yeah. I'm joking. But yeah, what's your thoughts?
No, honestly, when this happened, I was like, I don't like it. So Ignacio basically won me over about this match, right? Initially, I didn't think I wasn't excited for it. I thought it was lazy booking, and to an extent, I still do. But if the route they're going to go down is it's championship for championship, Cody wins it, and then he goes back to, the good old days like Cody Rhodes likes to mention, like Triple H likes to mention, and they do, the United States champion gets a world championship shot if they want to, basically cash in the title and become number one contender, then I'm fine with it. Cody wins, defeats Logan Paul. Logan Paul still looks strong as he's only lost to the WWE champion, and then Cody can relinquish the belt and they can do a tournament for somebody else maybe a Solo Sikoa to win the championship.
Okay, fair enough. Like I said, yeah, I would love to see that if they are able to do that, or if they actually think like that. But it's like I said, that's such a TNA move in terms
Oh,
of
it is.
yeah, like
It's
this.
so TNA.
And so like, and I'm here for it. It would make sense. But I remember I think someone said in the comments on the show on the Daily Show that that if Cody was to win the US Championship, he could probably obviously somehow merge the two, and then obviously you will absorb the US Championship into the WWE one, and then somehow bring back the European Championship. I'm not sure why. I can't remember. It was that Dave. Was it David Maj? Shout out to David Maj. You said, but I can't remember why he brought that. He said to bring the European Championship back. I'm not even sure, but I don't know why. I know why I brought it up.
I love David March, right? Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But I think I'm hoping you read the comment wrong, Chaos. No way.
No, he
Can
definitely said to
US
bring back
and
the European Championship.
WWE
Soul is the one who
Championship.
made the suggestion on the UK Championship, and
Yeah,
then
I
I
think
added the
Soul.
European Championship.
I think
Oh,
David
there you go then.
March
If that
is
were to be the
okay.
scenario, but that is
That's
not
pretty
my
sweet,
personal
yeah.
opinion.
So no European Championship people, no one wants to bring that back. Okay, fair enough. What about you, Clark? What's your thoughts on this Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes situation? Are you here for it? Do you think that you could cause an upset, or you just want this to be over with?
So we're talking about the United States Championship. Let me get this straight. And we asked an entirely different set of countries, one by one in a row. We get to the one American on the show to talk about the United States title. Unbelievable. I will say this. Cody Rhodes, if this is title versus title, and he is a 2-belt guy and carries the U.S. title, that is my personal American nightmare. I am less than enthralled by that scenario. I hope this is only for the WWE title. He defends it and wins it and keeps it. And then we move along. Because the way I look at this whole matchup is Logan Paul was brought in to be a guy that is not going to get cheered over Cody. And the list isn't very long. The list isn't very long. It's a matter of time. Tick tock, tick tock. Wait till the corn dog gets turned on. It's a matter of time till Goofy Goober gets booed. It's going to happen. You cannot be that type of a babyface. Carry the belt, wear suits, and stand around and act like you're this howdy-doody good guy all the time and continue to get cheered in 2024. It's not possible. This
I do believe
right
you've been
now
saying
is
this, though, for
okay.
the last 2 years.
What? He was on the chase. He's now carrying the belt.
We've been saying this for the last.
They did briefly turn on. Like
He got
there was a moment
flipped on
middle of
in
last
AEW
year when they
already
started
once.
the slip.
It's happened to John Cena, Hall of Famer. It's happened to Hogan. Hogan's hand was forced for Hollywood Hogan. And I'm no Hulk Hogan fan, but there is precedent here. It happens to
I think Hogan. Yeah,
it happened to Michaels.
Hogan's problem was doing it for 8 years before people went, "Now we've had enough of this." Now
Cody's been doing it for close to 8 at this point since he's been on the Indies. If you track his whole career, he's been doing it he's been real howdy doody handshake, other than the one time he dyed his hair black to win the title back from Brody Lee. Like, and then it was some kind of tweener for a second. Like, I don't know, man. It's been about 8 years that he's been doing this. Like, hey, handshake, and I'm so nice and so cool. I'm fine with it. I believe he's supremely talented. I believe the story was something worth finishing. I mentioned that numerous times on the show. I know people think I'm over the top critical on Cody, but I just see the end game in a way that it does not look like it does right now. And I get that he's selling merch, and I get the popularity, and I get all of that. I absolutely do. But I'm telling you, 6 to 8 more months of this, beating everybody over and over and over again, and it gets repetitive, and you come out and ask us what we want to talk about. And I hate to hearken on the suits, but people that are generally like the good guy, the babyface, the rootable one, aren't the corporate looking person. And he looks like a corporate guy. He still looks like he's an EVP from AEW in his suit every week. He does. He doesn't look like the grinder wrestler that's out there training every day in his gym clothes and coming out to take a break to say what he thinks, right? In a lot of the things that make Cody easy to root for are based in history and nostalgia. And I'm really happy for him, and what happened at WrestleMania 40 was impressive. But this can go badly really quickly. I've seen it happen so many times in wrestling. Happened to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, the boyhood dream was just like Cody. Like, I can't believe it. He's the guy. Like, we love him. Next thing you know, everybody and their mother wanted Stone Cold Steve Austin, the guy that flips off his boss. 2 years later at WrestleMania 14, they wanted the guy that flips off his boss to beat Michaels, and that's the 90s. And things have changed since then as far as taste is concerned too. I think it's in some ways a miracle how much the crowd got behind Cody. And that makes me happy because I thought the execution was off the charts. But in some ways, in today's day and age, to have a unanimous crowd behind you in comparison to a guy like The Rock, I think in 10 years from now, it's something that we're going to look back upon differently than we did while it was happening. Because
I mean, the fans were rooting for Rock towards the end of his run again.
Yes.
So they do risk it when that feud does happen.
It's totally possible, and it's a testament to Cody and the work that he did put in, and it's a testament to Dusty as well, and the story too. I don't want it to come across as I've made a lot of funny jokes about the tie clips and the suits and about Cody Rhodes. But to be clear, I do believe that Cody Rhodes is a supremely talented wrestler with a ton of charisma and knowledge of the business. My fear just though is when you're that type of a complete white meat babyface, it especially in the modern era, it can happen like that. They'll flip on you like that. Like, it does not take much. I mean, look at Batista. Batista was so over when he beats Triple H at WrestleMania 21. And it did not take long until WrestleMania. That's only 9 years, right? And that feels like a long time, I understand, to a lot of people, but it's really not that long for him to be pushed as a babyface and get booed for it. It happens to so many babyface characters, especially ones that look as strong as Cody Rhodes, as Batista, as John Cena. Fighting from underneath, Shawn Michaels is my prime example there. At least he was on the smaller end of the spectrum, especially in the time where he was the most over babyface in the industry. At least he was on the smaller side. And so he felt like he was fighting from underneath no matter the opponent.
Yeah.
Cody doesn't always feel like he's fighting from underneath. He's bigger and stronger than Jake Paul. He should beat him. And Logan Paul, I apologize.
Yeah.
He's bigger than both.
Wow. Fair enough. I mean, damn, what a tangent. Fair enough.
I didn't mean to get all passionate there.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I got fired up.
And you stayed on the subject. So no, that's understandable. I mean, yeah, it all depends. I mean, with the Batista situation, I feel like that's a bit of an unfortunate example because he wanted to come back as a heel. The brass didn't want that. They wanted to put in full babyface, but obviously at the time that was the height of Daniel Bryan. The fans was not gonna, like, it didn't matter if it was Stone Cold or The Rock. People wanted Daniel Bryan, so he just got pigeonholed, and then obviously that happened. So that was an unfortunate situation. But I see your point. I think it just all depends on the presentation, and yeah, I guess it's all this for so long that people can actually buy it, and it depends on what they give him in terms of rivalries. Because if it's just pure filler, that's even more ammunition for people to turn on him. So it all depends on like how can they convince you how can they convince you to believe in him constantly without just rolling your eyes and just start saying Cody wins low. You know what I mean? You don't want that situation. So we'll see what happens on that situation. But I think collectively, I think we can agree that this match is obviously a throwaway, and this Cody needs to benefit from a multi-month feud, which I totally agree. Because again, like David said, after Logan, I don't know who's going to be next, and that's a heel as well, because he needs a heel persona. It can't be it can't be LA Knight. It can't be Montez Ford or anything like that. There's no one really that they're building up.
I think they'll go into. I think it'll be the Bloodline.
Yeah,
I think
be the brother.
back to the bloodline.
Who else is there? Carrying Cross is on Raw. Who else
Randy
you
Orton.
got? Orton, yeah, Orton could turn heel, and I think that would be a great feud. I could see that as a good SummerSlam feud for Cody. That could be a great multi-month feud for him. Absolutely, you're absolutely right there, Ben. That would be a great feud. But I think at some point they're going to cross with the Bloodline.
Yeah.
But as you've got the Bloodline, you've got Randy Santos. That'll be fun, but he's mid card.
Woof.
He's mid card, and that's kind of he's one of the bigger ones right now on the brand, and that's a sign really that Bobby, that'll be fun. Now there are people who
would be great,
better than Santos.
People who Santos and Cody would have a great feud if they let Santos be Santos, but they got to
beat Cody.
No. He doesn't have to. But he just means
right?
But in order to do that, they have to build Santos to a decent level, which they haven't really done. So I think it is Orton or the Bloodline right now after this. And my guess is Orton would probably be the right person to do it. But yeah, at the moment, I think Logan will be a great match. I'm really excited for it. I want to see it. Yeah. But I think that it's not the best thing for Cody's title reign right now.
Yeah, I do feel like this is mainly at the end of the day just a marketing ploy, because obviously this is also in Saudi Arabia. I think they're also launching WWE World over there soon.
It launched last year.
Sorry?
It launched last year.
I know they announced it, but I don't think it was open yet. I don't think it was open.
Yeah, it's
been. Is it? Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, they got that. Logan Paul is obviously, is his marketing genius, especially with that match they had with Logan. So, and yeah, Saudi Arabia is obviously meant to be the marquee event, and I think they're looking to possibly. Am I right to? I don't know if it's. I'll cut this out if it's not true. If you don't want me to say this, but and there's talk about Saudi Arabia possibly wanting to take a WrestleMania there as well.
So what's happened is the head guy who does events for Saudi Arabia told ESPN directly, so it's not dirt shit, it's official.
Okay, cool.
That Saudi Arabia are extending, not a new deal, they're extending their deal with WWE. But as part of that, they want either a Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania. Now, you don't mention a Royal Rumble unless you think that that's probably the most likely one, but you're still holding.
So what you're saying, Alison, is we can get the greatest Royal Rumble too?
Maybe.
Sponsored by
60 man Rumble.
Sponsored by Frosted Flakes. It's not the greatest Royal Rumble. It's greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but Braun has that belt. Didn't Braun get a belt for winning the greatest Royal Rumble ever?
Yeah, he's got to find it in his loft somewhere. That's collecting dust somewhere.
Bring back
Tony the Tiger's fired up for the greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh my goodness! Nah, it's gonna be the most stupendous Royal Rumble. That's what it's gonna be. Dynamite Rumble.
Stupendous.
Oh my god!
I want to know who at WWE had the thesaurus and was like, "Guys, have you considered stupendous?"
It was 38, wasn't it? Stupendous.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good. He literally he saw that in the newspaper and he was like, "That's some good shit right there."
Thesaurus.
Yeah,
it was for sure thesaurus. He was just...
It was definitely somebody whose name begins in V, and his second name begins with M.
Yeah, it was Vance Warner.
Yeah,
for flip's sake.
Yeah, that's definitely
VA. Yeah. Sorry, I had to.
I mean, I said VM, but yeah, sure.
I know, goodness sake. Anyway,
VM heard me.
Yeah,
on the show. Go Chaos.
Sorry, Clark. Kind of screwed your joke in there.
Moving swiftly on, guys. So yeah, just before we get into the game, I just wanna make a little announcement. I've been trying to obviously compare the today's WWE, which is I think what's the new phrase now? Was it the Renaissance era?
Cody Rhodes copyrighted that, so they have to abandon it legitimately.
Okay,
and instead it's going to be called the Triple H era.
Okay, fine.
So, can we just sorry, just
here we go.
Can we just stop here a sec? Can we please fuck off with the Triple H era? Please, I beg you, because it is so arrogant. It is so. I don't care how good.
Go, David, go.
Cody Rhodes copyrighted the other option.
call it something else. But please,
Triple
please,
H
please,
era.
please, because even in the best eras of I know if I don't know if William Regal took over booking of a company tomorrow and everyone started calling it the William Regal era, they just back off. Just like Triple H. Triple H is a good booker. He is a good booker, but. For the fact, and it's maybe it was burned by the fact that I had Triple H coming out every 5 minutes over Mania weekend, so that everyone could give him applause and pat him on the back and tell him how brilliant he was. But like he is a great booker. I just don't need to be told it every 3 days.
So you're not
because the more that I'm told how good Triple H is, the more likely I am to turn on the man. And I don't want to turn on the man, but at the moment, I feel like, especially when so much of WWE is being attributed to him, it looks like he's booking people to go out and talk positively on his behalf, even though he probably isn't. But that's what, if you call it the Triple H era, and have him or Stephanie or Nick Khan or anybody come out and tell him how good a job he's doing, it's just if he then has a dip in form, then it's going to come back worse on him. So just call it something else.
I think me and David just formed an unintentional alliance with similar thoughts on Cody and Triple H getting old for different but similar reasons.
I'll say this. I'll jump in to defend them real quickly. Cody, the day of WrestleMania, copyrighted what they were rumored to be naming it in the Renaissance era. So I think they panicked. And I think the people around Triple H talked him into letting them say Triple H era. Yeah. And then I think that's why
it
they're
doesn't
in the corner.
excuse him. He's kind of skull fucking every Scottish wrestling fan's wallet right now with those Clash prices. So I mean,
that's not him. That's not
ticket price. And Tony Khan's fucking over me by having his football team not be able to beat Man City. But oh well.
So basically, anyone that says it, what is it? To basically what David is saying to everyone, whoever's coining it, the Triple H era, can basically do this.
Go fuck yourself.
Essentially,
that is the ultimate babyface moment. By the way, I every time I see that, I have a smile on my face.
That's actually Ben's favorite wrestler.
For so many years, everybody talked about how Edge was such a great guy. Adam Copeland's in AEW.
Most of his career when he was the rated R superstar that stole Matt Hardy's girlfriend, he was a good guy.
Saved. Guess
You're
what?
right.
Adam Copeland is a sociopath. Christian Cage is the father figure you all need in your lives.
Damn.
And he took care of business.
You're right. Copeland's whole prime, he was super easy to root for when he was stealing Lita from Matt Hardy.
Exactly. That's awesome.
He was the ultimate white meat baby face, almost like Cody Rhodes, basically the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho.
Okay then. Where was I going with this? Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so yeah, like I said, the current era, currently right now, obviously what's going on right now and how good it's obviously a step up from where the tribe that we got back from 2022 backwards. And obviously there's some highs and lows, but I was watching the network the other day, and then I just put on a random episode of Raw. It was at the peak of the PG era, where you couldn't say ass, everyone was saying I'm gonna whip your butt, all this kind of stuff. And I even went a bit further down the line, just before the Thunderdome era, and obviously that was when Bobby Lashley was getting off with Lana, and Shayna Baszler was going vampire on vampire mode on Becky Lynch, all this kind of stuff. And I just pretty much come to realize, even going further into the Attitude Era, I can't watch it anymore compared to what it was, not like what we're getting now. Like, not to say that the match qualities are bad, because I'm very fine with watching the matches. I just can't find the time or the bother to even watch the build up. The build up of certain matches that and turning out to be great. So I don't know. I just wanted to think the fact that we kind of getting both right now in terms of good storytelling and good match quality in today compared to before, where there's been plenty of matches where the setup was awful, but the matches was great. It kind of makes it's kind of a shame as well, because you kind of want to like get the full scope of how it led up to the match or the rivalry or the multi-month rivalry. But it's to the point where nowadays I just go straight to the match. Don't bother watching the whole build up to it. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on this situation, guys. If do you all feel the same? Because I know with David and all you guys, obviously you're very good at going back into the archives and to see the build-ups of all these old school stuff, both in WWF or WCW, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to just to get your thoughts on it. Let's start with Soul. What's your thoughts on this situation? Do you agree? Do you feel like it's more watchable nowadays than back then, or what's your thoughts?
So the oldest ever pay-per-view I've watched for the WWE is Bad Blood 97. It's the oldest pay-per-view I've watched. The oldest match that I've properly watched, just singular match, is I think Steamboat versus Savage from Mania. Okay. Besides that, I don't watch old stuff because I don't have a connection to it. I don't care about it. Like, see if I'm interviewing a guest, right? And like they post about a particular wrestler or a match on their page, and you would think, oh, he probably watched that match to see what it was like to comment on and ask him about it. No, I go to Cage Match and see what Cage Match says and just see how long it goes or like what the placement on the card is, because like that kind of wrestling doesn't appeal to me. Like in general, you guys know me, like WWE doesn't appeal to me in general. It's AEW that really got me into this whole thing and loving it. And even to that, like the earliest AEW thing I watched recently was, I think, Brody Lee beating Cody for the TNT Championship. I haven't really watched anything from the 2019 era or anything that recently. I just think what's hard as well is, we know what happens. When you're watching wrestling live now, the suspense has got you. Is he going to win? Is he going to get the title? Is she going to advance her storyline? Is she going to win the title? We don't know in the moment. And I think it's a lot harder to go back and watch something when you know the results of it. However, I think it's different. Like, I think people will go back and watch Cody versus Roman for a long time. I think people will go back and watch CM Punk versus John Cena at 2011 Money in the Bank for a long time, because the crowd as well plays into that. If you've got a good match with a good crowd, you'll always at least go back to watch the entrances with that thunderous boom from the crowd, and you'll smile and glee and be like, yeah, that was cool. And you might stick around to watch the match. But I do think, though, if anything, people are going to go back and watch moments more than matches. Kane ripping off the Hell in a Cell door, and Mankind going off the Hell in a Cell, Shawn Michaels turning on Janine and stuff like that. I just think that, with suspense gone and not knowing what's going to happen, people are more likely to go back and watch moments rather than whole shows or matches.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like the matches are more memorable, but yeah, like I don't know. For me, I always like seeing the how do we get to here, and the build-ups and stuff, especially when I go on certain IG pages and they say like on this day this has happened, and then obviously the history going into it, and obviously the aftermath afterwards. So yeah, compared to now, whereas like I'm more than happy to watch the whole Bloodline saga from beginning to end, not just the matches, just the whole thing, because I was like everyone pretty much said, it was cinema. So and there's even matches even after that where I'm cool with seeing the build-ups compared to what it was back then. But I don't know, maybe it's because obviously we were so brainwashed from the old regime for us to obviously it felt cool back. It felt cool at the time.
Yeah.
But when you look back at it, it was absolute ass to watch. But what about you, David? Do you agree with what I'm trying to say here? What's your thoughts on this?
So I understand. I think I am just starting my semi-long project of watching every single episode of Raw from the debut in 1993 to now, and I'm just going to see how far I can get. And then I'll probably try and do Nitros and Smackdowns and NXTs and things. I don't know yet. Probably we'll just stick to Raws for now, and we'll see how we go. But I've just started that in 93, so I'll be able to give more of a thing as I see more. But I've seen my fair share of old WWE. What I do know is that it's changed so much. You went through from the cartoon era to the Attitude era to Ruthless Aggression through to WWE have had peaks and troughs their entire time. What Triple H fixed when he came in, and the new creative team since they came in, was they fixed basic issues. They fixed, production problems. They fixed, nonsense storytelling that doesn't make a blind bit of sense. Because I'm not on the same train as a lot of people on the level of love I give Triple H's booking. I think he's made a solid wrestling show now with really good bits. Whereas what used to happen is we used to have really good bits and then really bad stuff. Just really, really bad naff crap with some shining lights coming through. What they've done is created a baseline of competency in modern wrestling that makes it easier, I think, to watch and to follow. With that said, I will still love going back to watch certain stories because, for all their faults, Vince booked good stuff occasionally. Sometimes he'd book awful stuff. We got into really bad stuff, particularly towards the end of his tenure. But he was still responsible for booking a large portion of the first half of the Bloodline story. There are so many great stuff. I mean, I will always, this is more brave, but I will always watch all the Firefly Funhouses every so often in a row. There's loads of stuff I'll go back and see. I'm doing it now all the time, going back to try and educate myself on wrestling history. So just because there were parts of WWE that were incompetent, and looking back now, it's easier to watch modern shows with competency. That doesn't necessarily mean that I can't go, that it's now unwatchable for me to go back and watch stuff. Because there is still some really good stuff in there. You just have to kind of know that, a lot of the Attitude Era with modern eyes is terrible. When you take the nostalgia away, it's real bad. But when you view it through the context of the time it came, it becomes different. I think that's the case with a lot of sort of wrestling television. But WWE has always been so inconsistent in quality that I think that is what might make it harder, is to watch full episodes of TV for months and months at a time, rather than now, whereas you are expecting a certain level of, at the very least, common sense.
Yeah. No, that's true. No, you pretty much hit it on that right on the head there. What about you, Clark? Do you agree with David and Soul's comments?
I think this is a super nuanced conversation because, look, innovation bell to bell, there's no comparison, right? You look at AEW, you look at the indies, what's happening with the high flying stuff, and what we're seeing nowadays that people are willing to do with their bodies. You were not going to see in the 90s, let alone the 80s, 70s, 60s, beyond, right? I look at the prime period wise of entertainment and storytelling. While I totally hear David as far as the Attitude Era is concerned, I still look at both WCW and WWE from 96 through about, for WCW 99 and for WWE 96 to about 04, 05 as the prime. The storytelling was great, and a lot of the times on the men's side, now don't get me wrong, the women's side was poorly booked there, but the men's side of wrestling was as good a storytelling as we've seen, and that is definitely one of those that I think is important to note. I don't have an issue going back and watching, also because I was kind of a kid, so there's that nostalgia layer for me, right? I go back and watch WrestleMania 12 and I'm like, I remember being there. I go back and watch WrestleMania 14 and I'm like, oh, I remember we had a bunch of people over and we were all watching, and everybody was for different people in different various matches, right? Like the Undertaker Kane match. It was like, I had my older cousin rooting for Kane the heel, and then I was for Michaels despite the fact that he was a heel at the time, because I was an HBK guy at 8 years old, right? Full disclosure, when Shawn lost, I was sad. I became an Austin fan very quickly once it was explained to me that Michaels was not going to be appearing on TV anymore. And so that's different, but going back and watching it for nostalgia's sake does feel really good.
Yeah.
Another part of this whole thing, though, I will say is, by comparison, obviously, it's a little bit like watching other sports, right? The skill level has advanced, I think, in ring more than it has promo wise.
Right.
I think promo wise, that needle has hardly moved over the last few years. If you're great at promos, you're as good as the last generation who was great at promos, right? If you can cut them, you can cut them over the last 40 years. It's only bell to bell. And that's something I find interesting is we can be critical of older matches bell to bell, but the innovation had to happen over time. And so when you do see a match like, and Soul, you mentioned the pay-per-view Bad Blood 97, like a Michaels Undertaker, that's super innovative. To me, that still does stand up, right? You watch some of the ECW stuff that they did, and it stands up. I mean, I think about Mysterio, the long lost, difficult one to find. Mysterio Hoovy, if you can ever find that from 96 in ECW, that might as well have happened a month ago. You would be right. Like that might as well have been in 2024. It's mind-numbing what they were capable of in the mid 90s. It's timeless. Exactly. So it's such a nuanced conversation. I love it, but I do totally get each perspective where like there are certain things, to you guys' point, that's unwatchable. There are certain things where you're like, wait a minute, why don't they still do this? And then there are other things that are kind of neither here nor there, right? They're throwaway or they're just in the middle. But I do also think the history is key because it's important to, and both David and Soul and of course Ben as well, you know, being younger, you guys' knowledge of history blows me away because I didn't know the 80s like you guys know the 90s and 2000s when I was your age. And so I will say that too. That's impressive. It's important to have that knowledge.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's about more than necessarily being entertained by the old footage. At least that's my opinion on it.
One thing that I think, just going off what you say, Clark, that I think is majorly lacking in the modern compared to going back to watch stuff is the sort of the hype and the feeling that it was a little bit edgier.
Yeah.
Even in the PG era of WWE, it still felt like. Whereas now, since they've conglomerated it into sports, as much as that has in some cases benefited, in other cases it's taken away some of the stuff I loved about. Like I don't think you're going to get a My Way video package anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you're not going to get a Monster video package anymore. I don't think it's not that type of thing anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the stuff that I miss. Like I said, we said this actually during Backlash. I massively miss when the first thing you saw for WWE pay-per-view was a hype package.
Yeah.
Because now what you get is about 5 minutes of here's Damian Priest arriving at the arena. Here's
Yeah.
Jey Uso arriving at the arena, because that's what the sports model is. So I think, if anything, it's actually the transition into the sports model that's kind of taken away some of the stuff that I most liked about wrestling.
I do think that's a fair assessment.
But again, there are other positives that come out of it, like the better camera shots and not having 600 camera cuts in 3 seconds. So that, you know, there's so many. It's such a layered conversation. This is kind of a whole podcast in itself. You could go into the details of it.
Well, and that's where it's interesting, by the way, too. Not even to cut you off, but like the UFC, for example, Chaos, who watches a bunch, and Ben as well. You guys know, what do they start with? Hype package.
Yeah.
To open the show. It's wild too, because like on the other side, it's so funny. They start every show with the gladiator scene and then the hype package. And it is interesting that it's underutilized in wrestling. I love that point, David.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I say, it's the newest conversation, and that stuff I do miss, like the hype package, and they don't even do pyros at the pay-per-views anymore. Like right at the beginning, it's like it's really sports focused now. Like they're really leaning into it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Especially love it when they do the one shot angles from backstage, and you see them come outside into the entrance. Awesome stuff. It's like it's just like, I guess their way of saying peeking through behind the curtain. But yeah, there is some things I do miss, and yeah, like certain things I'm glad they have stopped, in that retrospect. But yeah, I think every era has its own what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it just had every era has its own place in history and whatnot. And yeah, like obviously at the time, I think we were just brainwashed because obviously at the end of the day, we got to see our favorite superstars on TV, and we just didn't care what kind of what stuff they were in. If they were our favorites, we still enjoy what they were portraying, and yeah, they always made up for it by the match, despite even if no matter what the build up was, if there was any, you know what I mean. So but yeah, just right now, just the fact that, and I'm glad that's why I'm so glad that AEW was created, because it also gave them the extra it made them care more. If anything, I really feel like if AEW never existed, I don't think WWE would be this good, even if it was a new regime. I genuinely believe that because they definitely made them step their game up. It took them a couple years because obviously when AEW was really starting, they were still coming up with tripe, and even though they didn't want to admit to it, but it got to WWE where they are now. But yeah, now that's we might have to revisit this in the future for sure and see obviously what and see where we go from there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments regarding this. Do you guys agree? Do you feel like is it more watchable or not watchable, all that good stuff? So, but anyway, let us move on to the game section.
I wasn't asked.
Oh, what?
You completely.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you, Ben.
Ben, you're up.
I'm joking.
And next, it's Ben.
Put on the next time.
Ben on history.
It's bad. I'm so sorry. I'm a bad host. I'm so sorry. But that's that's karma. Remember you in that quiz game the other day.
That's called a receipt for Ben not announcing Soul on the daily a few weeks back.
Yeah, that's a receipt. So yeah,
I've done that. I've missed people in the intro. I have done that. I've done that, guys, unfortunately. But I think it's three. It's three things, right? The first one is, especially in the PG era under Vince McMahon, some of it was just shit. So you are right. Going back and watching Raw from like 10 years ago, you realize it's just not very good anymore. It doesn't hold up. Second thing is Soul's point. The fact that you know what's going to happen. The big thing about wrestling is the unexpected. Once you know what's going to happen, it takes away from that. The third thing is basically, it's quite similar to Clark's point, where from an in-ring standpoint, the in-ring action has got a lot more, I guess, exciting, risky, whatever, over the years. Some people like that, some people don't. But it's obviously everybody learns from the previous generation and adds to it. And it's the same with anything else, right? Where the industry is constantly improving. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've gone back and watched some of the Monday Night Wars, and I've enjoyed it. And also, I'll drop an exclusive right here on Take It to the Table. Me and Clark are going to be going back and watching the Monday Night Wars once again. Me watching it properly for the first time, and Clark rewatching it, so it's going to be interesting. So, wow. And listen, Chaos, maybe in a few months I'll come back to you and I'll say, hey, it's unwatchable. I could barely get through it.
He's going to be wrong. Wait till
Or
he sees the
maybe I'll love
cruiserweight
it.
division. He has no idea. Psychosis, you have no idea how good Psychosis was.
Yeah, not the one that you saw in WWE. That was really, really...
not the same. When he had the cool mask, Psychosis was off the charts.
But yeah, fair dues. No, yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that. See what, because I'm pretty sure there's some hidden gems in there. But like I said, I feel like obviously, like I said, the matches probably were good. Just the build up to it might be in a little bit on the mid side. But yeah, who knows?
Just before I start, if you're going to watch through the Monday Night Wars, make sure you watch Raw first. Because we all know what Nitro's practice used to be at the start of their episodes was spoiling all the results.
That is true.
That only happened like twice, by the way, and it's not till WWE pulls the flip and starts to have them again in the ratings. On the way up, you don't get any of that.
Well, you never. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on that. As well as everyone, let me know in the comments as well. What's your opinions on this? So yeah, like I said, let's take it to the game.
Can you play that again? I'm so fired up.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's electric.
That's a hell
there you go. So good you had to play it twice. So yeah. Obviously this is nothing new. We've done games before, but obviously I thought let me just put this under the Take It to the Table umbrella. And this one is something different. It's called Guess the Wrestler via their accolades, their accomplishments, their championships. All right. So yeah, if it's not a team-based thing. You all have to, guess as quickly as possible.
Indie game.
It's in the game. And then I'm just wondering, should I give y'all just one chance each?
I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah. It makes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
fun.
Let's make it a bit, make it more valuable
So
for
I
you.
have a question first. Questions. Obviously one chance each.
Mhm.
Are you gonna do like a wrestler and we go by each person, or is it just one person's round? Or
Yeah, it's one person around. There's 10 of these. All right. There's 10. And then so basically I'm gonna be reeling off all day around. It can be anything in terms of like their championships or awards, whatever. And but yeah, I'm not gonna go by, I'm gonna say he's won this or she's gonna be, I'm gonna keep you have to really narrow it down. So yeah, I'm gonna be very not vague, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna give you too many clues unless you're really struggling, then I might help you all out. All right. So there's 10 of these. Whoever gets the most. And what would have been really helpful if I actually had a notepad so I can keep a tally of who's got the right answers. 1 second.
Take this one.
So I'm assuming this is the first person to shout it out, or
first person to like obviously say their name, and then obviously go ahead.
So I'm assuming we can jump in at any time.
Jump in at any time, and then obviously I'll let you know when I'm run out of accomplishments, and then
jump.
Okay.
All right.
So it's one. So it's one answer per round. Okay, I get.
How do you jump? Do you just yell, or do I have to physically jump?
No, dude. Just say your name, and then whoever's quick enough.
All right.
Say my name. Say my name.
Good song. Clark.
And if I shout Clark's name, does he have to answer?
When no one is around me.
So you list off the accolades. We can't ask like, were they active in the Ruthless Aggression era? We just have
no. You got no questions. I get you got to say the answer.
Acting kind of shady. Ain't calling me baby.
All right.
Clark
Is everyone ready?
Yeah. Your name.
Yeah.
All right. No Googling as well, please. Get your phone. Keep your
no
phones away. All right.
My phone is my camera.
Cool. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, cool.
I don't even know how to use Google.
Good. Even better. All right. This person, you already?
Yeah.
This person is a one-time Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
One-time WWE Tag Team Champion. Two-time World Tag Team Champion. Nothing? All right.
I got it. Clark.
All right, go on.
Is it Zack Ryder?
No, you're out. From the Wrestling Observer, the Wrestling Observer gave this person the worst worked match of the year in 1993.
Oh, it is Zack Ryder.
That's too fucking far back.
Very well known in 1993.
Pro Wrestling Illustrated gave this person the Comeback of the Year award. They are ranked number 27 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2000.
Bloody hell!
And they are ranked number 347 in the top 500 singles wrestlers in 2003 from the Pro Wrestling Illustrated. That's what I got. A notable accomplishment.
I'm so mad at myself. I now know who it is.
1993. Okay, this is the year I'm currently on.
So is there no other, like, when you say notable accolades, like there's nothing bigger than that, right? This is like
there's other championships, but you would not know them. Like, there's no point.
Right. Fucking hell. So 1993 worst wrestler of the year.
Worst match. Worst
match.
Yeah.
Right. Fucking hell.
One-time Intercontinental Champion, two-time World Tag Team Champion, and one-time WWE Tag Team Champion. Oh, and another accolade, they won a Slammy Award for Best Etiquette in 94. There you go. Take
I mean, we're back then in 1994?
Yeah.
Wait, so when you say the World Tag Team Championships, what belt design is that?
The World Tag Team Championships.
There's so many fucking World Tag Team. I think like when you say that, I think of the Raw belts from the Ruthless Aggression.
The good ones.
Well,
yeah, not the pennies.
That's just a new version of
90s.
You know the one that had the black banner on it.
They're all fucking black banners.
You know what I mean? Oh,
I've got the kids' version
so
in
the
my
one
closet,
that
like to
Demolition
my
held and all that, right? Those belts, Demolition, Heart Foundation.
No. Yeah. That one. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna give a guess. I don't think this is right. Oh, wait a second.
David.
Yep.
British Bulldog.
Incorrect.
Soul.
David, that was literally who I was about to guess.
I know.
Is it?
I'm
Is
so
it?
mad at
Is
you.
it the Honky Tonk Man?
Nope. Ben Allison.
Fuck.
For you.
It's not gonna be him. Owen Hart.
No.
Well, considering he
Correct.
was dead by 2000, I think he'd have a job.
03 to be still ranked
Yeah,
would have been
I
impressive for
thought it was
Owen.
1997. I thought you said.
Oh my gosh.
Best comeback in
Correct answer.
27 in 2000.
The correct answer was Rikishi.
I was
Wait,
never
Rikishi
gonna
was active in 1993.
He won
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Intercontinental title as the Sultan.
He his worst worked match was with Samu, Bastion Booger, and Bam Bam Bigelow versus
It
the
was the
Bushwhackers
worst
and
match
Men
of all time. I have it on VHS.
Yeah,
As
Survivor
soon
Series.
as, and I
I
wouldn't have
was
said,
Max was
I
good.
wouldn't have said Rikishi. I would have actually said the Sultan,
Yeah.
and then we would have had to look it up, and it would have been controversial. But then when I realized, oh, that's Rikishi, I was like, okay, wait,
The
never
thing
mind.
was, the first thing that came to my head when you said worst worked match of '93 was I thought was that because it wasn't Taker and it wasn't Giant Gonzalez, which made me think that what match was worse than Taker Gonzalez?
Wasn't that 92?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I actually think that match was 92, David. I
No,
could be wrong.
It's 93 because they're on the road to Mania
Is it?
9, which is what I'm currently watching now.
Oh,
They're
Oh,
on the
yeah,
road to
no,
Mania 9.
it's terrible. That one
It's
is
awful.
bad. Well,
That's the
also,
Wrestling Observer for you.
the outfit is just the worst.
All right.
Okay,
Next one.
so no
Next
point-
one.
No points in the first round. Okay.
No points in the first round. Second round.
Fucking
I'm
start.
tied up.
This person is a one-time Ring of Honor World Champion. A one-time Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champion. This person has won the Slammy Award 5 times. Don't ask what they are. Just they might. All right. This person has won the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship 3 times. No. They have won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships 1 time. They are a 2-time Intercontinental Champion.
Clark Taylor.
Clark.
Is it Johnny TV?
No, incorrect. Good guess,
Ben.
though. Good guess. Ben.
Jeff Hardy.
Incorrect. I'll keep going. They are a 1-time World Tag Team Champion.
I did it to myself again where now I know who it is.
Nothing? Okay. They were
It's like the one
an
game I have a chance
IWGP
in.
United States Championship, IWGP United States Championship 1-time holder. Okay, all right, cool.
Soul.
So
I know.
Is
Ben.
it Cody Rhodes?
correct, yes, Cody Rhodes. Yeah,
I know. I was like, what was I thinking?
I was fucking thinking of it. Because
If you did-
My brain
SmackDown
was-
and Raw Tag Team Champion. It's
Bullet Club
bullshit.
won.
Because I was
the
gonna
six-man
say
championship
Cody, and
one
you said
time.
one
I was trying to think,
SmackDown.
who the
I
fuck
can't
would
get
have
rid of
done
this guy.
one?
This guy just tortures me. Everything he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say
wrong.
that's quite shitty of you, Chaos, to
What?
Every single
What did I
thing
say?
he does.
on the last
It
one
was
you said
not
it's
the
a
one
world.
SmackDown title when he won it. It got renamed after
wait.
the fact.
I can't hear you. You're overlapping. Say it again.
I said it wasn't the Raw and SmackDown tag titles he won. It was the WWE tag titles and the penny belts that he won with Drew, which weren't
Well,
which
no,
weren't
he
the
won,
Raw and
he won,
SmackDown tag
he
titles.
won
No.
belts with
It's
Legacy.
saying- all right, so it's saying World Tag
They
Team
weren't the
Championship
Raw and
1
SmackDown
time
tag
with
titles.
Hardcore Holly.
Yeah,
Yep.
not the Raw and SmackDown. That was before that. They were renamed after the fact. They were renamed.
No,
in
SmackDown
2016.
Championship. It says Jey Uso.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then what?
So who
What's
was the
the
three
here?
times-
Three-time Raw Tag Team Champion,
Raw tag team champion.
which
With
is
who?
not true.
Yeah, Goldust twice and Jey
No, but
Uso
it's
once.
not. It was not. It was. They were just the WWE Tag Team Championships at that time. They were not
But
the
they
Raw
were
Tag Team
unified, Ben.
Championships.
Chaos is actually right on this. I'm actually
No,
with
he's
Chaos.
not. They were unified.
but they
just
carried
going by
both
Wiki.
belts.
I'm just going by Wiki. I
They
don't know.
carried both
It's
belts,
wrong.
though, Ben.
I think all that matters
wrong.
is I have a point. So I mean, cool. I'm on the
The fact
board.
that you
I
got
mean,
to
I
give
would have got.
away
I mean, I was
points
going
from
down Taylor
Chaos.
Black. So
He
you
said
know,
that you were the meatballs to his spaghetti already, so we know the game's rigged.
Oh, here we go. All right.
All right.
That's
Okay,
okay.
we all
Oh,
know.
well,
Conspiracy
Well,
theories.
moving
Put the
on.
documentary out.
Well,
Moving
so-
on. Moving on. Moving
Let's
on.
move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. All
Hey,
right,
Chaos,
next
what's the
one.
points again? What's the points again? Just
Shut
so
up,
you know.
shut up, Soul. All right,
I'm
next
about
one.
to go yell at my neighbor's
Round
gardener,
3.
sorry.
Yeah, this one's hilarious. All right. They got this person got into the Hall of Fame class of 2019. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh! Joshua Thunder Liger.
You didn't say your name.
Ben.
David.
Joshua Thunder Liger.
Jushin Thunder
Wrong,
Liger.
Ben. David. Huh?
Jushin Thunder Liger. Well, I went first, so in which case, thank you very much, Ben. It's not Jushin Thunder Liger then. Okay.
You said it
in
now.
that case,
You
then,
said it
it'll
now.
be.
This is rigged.
No, it's not. Go there, David. You said your name.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Queen Sharmell.
Nope, incorrect.
I was
Soul.
wrong here.
Soul.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Incorrect.
Fuck!
Clark, it's on you.
Shit.
You're on your phone. Get off your phone.
I'm not on my phone. I'm trying to text my neighbor to stop doing. I'm not looking it up,
Fair
but
enough.
my guess would be 2019. Can I ask? Can I call a lifeline?
No. 5, 4.
Is it the Honky Tonk Man?
No, it's not the Honky Tonk Man. It's Tori
Was
Wilson.
he in 2019? Can I get a half a point for that?
No,
I'm
no.
trying to think of who was.
How the fuck would you remember
Like, I
Tori
deserve a point.
Wilson?
And that's the whole point. It was a little curveball. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
She ain't won nothing but the Hall of
I
Fame.
thought I'd had it. Was when did Sharmell go in? Because that was a couple of years later.
I was
wasn't it?
I was up between Stevie Ray or fucking Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Stevie Ray, like from the Harlem Heat?
Yeah, because he went in
Wait,
2019.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
What was up with that
he's won
clothespin
everything.
through his skin?
I was going to say Harlem would have won. Harlem won.
Yeah.
WCW with that goal.
Yeah.
Did
Hell
anyone ever else notice that with Stevie Ray when he was in the Harlem Heat? He always had a clothespin like through his own skin.
Never
On
knew.
his back.
Didn't know that.
It looked
Chris Sharmell
bizarre.
went to 2022.
Like, how did that not
Oh
hurt?
yeah. I thought I'd be clever. I knew I was off. I knew it wasn't 2019.
I don't think
fair
Liger was 19. I just guessed.
He was
No.
2020.
Oh.
He was pandemic.
All right. Number 4. Round 4. So still
It's
ahead.
1-0.
with a steady point, which I did not mean. That was not
1-0.
intentional. All right.
Scoreless. Outside.
This
of-
person. This person is a 2-time WWF Hardcore Champion.
God, here we fucking go.
1-time WWF Intercontinental Champion. 1-time WWE Tag Team Champion. No.
I don't want to guess.
1-time King of the Wing winner.
Clark Taylor,
Alright.
Ken Shamrock.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
10-time WWE Tag Team Champion.
Oh, I needed one more. Dang it. I would have never guessed Shamrock if I'd heard that one. Dang it.
No, nothing.
I keep
also
wasting
got-
my guesses trying to be slick.
And also got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2019. No? Okay.
David.
Billy
Gunn.
Correct. Yes, Billy Gunn.
Oh, of course it was. Great guess.
I knew it.
No,
That's
I
the third
should've
question
gone
I've known as soon as I did a shitty guess. It's the third
My mind
one
went- my
of
mind
4.
went William Regal for some reason.
Regal. Oh, wow.
I don't actually think Regal ever won the hardcore belt because he was so, by the time he got to WWE, like he was so anti that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever won that belt.
I was so close to almost, like if no one got it, I would have said AEW Trios champion, so you would have gotten that quick time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would have had, as soon as I guessed Shamrock and then you said the tag
Yeah.
team champion thing, I was like, oh, it's Billy Gunn.
Fair it is.
All right, well,
All
fair
right,
play,
number
fair play.
5. Number 5. All right, so it's 1-0 between David and Soul. Oh, you're gonna love this one. All right, cool. Oh shit, that's not many. All right, cool. 3-time WWF Hardcore Champion. Pro Wrestling Illustrated gave this person the Rookie of the Year award in 2002. And in the PWI 500 in 2003, they ranked this person 88, number 88 of the top 500 singles wrestlers, and was the winner of the first Tough Enough.
Oh, David.
David.
Fuck!
Oh, I don't know if I got the wrong bloody Tough Enough now. Maven.
Yes, it's Maven.
I fucking thought it was Maven. I was like, wait, fuck.
The words Daniel Puder
Yeah.
Oh,
breezed through my brain before I went, no, it's Maven.
What's his fucking name?
Oh,
that's a nice one. All right, so David's ahead with 2. All right, round 6. All right,
2-1 now.
Screw it. This person is a 2-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh,
this person is also, was a 2-time TNA World Tag Team Champion. Nothing. All right. They have won. This person has won the Hardcore Championship 8 times.
Clark Taylor, Raven.
No, incorrect, Clark.
So.
No way.
Our truth.
Incorrect.
Ben. Matt Hardy.
Incorrect.
I'm
David
gonna listen. I will listen to some more stats, please.
Is Raven wrong?
Because I ain't got a fucking clue.
This person has won the WWF and World Tag Team Championships 8 times.
Okay.
They won the WWE Tag Team Championship 1 time. They've won the WCW Tag Team Championship 1 time.
Oh no.
I
I hate you, Chaos. You've tricked me in your order of reading the stats.
I don't know what you're on about. And the Wrestling Observer actually gave them the award of worst gimmick in 2013.
Worst gimmick in 2013?
Yeah.
I'm actually now lost. I thought I knew what it was, and that threw me off.
I thought I knew what it was, and now I've been thrown as well.
And and they've been inducted into the Hall of Fame, WWE's Hall of Fame in 2018.
Oh no, it's completely off. I don't know who the fuck it is now.
I'm gonna make a wild guess, and I think I'm wrong, but I honestly don't know. I'm gonna say Bubba Ray Dudley.
Damn, yeah, they're correct.
Fuck, I thought it was Matt Hardy.
I've never in my life been more upset.
Yeah, they got the worst gimmick.
I wasted it on Raven.
Because
he
was in
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's in the Ace of
knew
Base.
it too.
Yeah.
And it's just a throwaway, and David
Yeah.
pads his stupid freaking lead.
Fuck! Why was it? Why? What was the worst? Was that just his return when he returned, or was that Aces and Eights?
It doesn't
Yeah, worst
matter.
gimmick.
You're up 3-0,
the worst- yeah.
dude.
Was that Aces and Eights? Was that what the worst
Yeah.
gimmick was for?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Fuck.
Okay, so 3 to David. Oh man, he's not playing. All right.
Is it Raven? I'm kidding.
You said it with conviction. I
Is
love
it Crush Hour?
Gotta be Raven.
Not that shit yet.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Go Chaos.
All right. I'm just kind of continuing the rounds.
Oh shit.
1, 2.
Oh, as
3,
soon as I said
4,
Raven, I was like, "Fuck, it's Bubba
5.
Dudley." He's gonna give
All
me
right,
like
round
9
7.
more tag reigns.
Round 7. This person is a 2-time WWE champion, a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. They've won Money in the Bank 2 times.
Sorry, could you just say the first 2 again? Sorry.
So
2-time.
I know who it is.
Clark Taylor.
It's CM Punk. It's
So-
CM Punk.
Yeah, it's CM Punk.
Fucking I knew it was that bitch. I hate that motherfucker.
You blew it, man.
Well,
Should've been
think
Edge.
your I think your neighbors.
No, they're killing me. Sorry, that's my fault.
Oh, fair enough.
I texted them about it, and it's not. I mean, it's a chainsaw. They're cutting a tree down with a chainsaw.
I couldn't use it until then, and I was like, okay, now I-
They've been doing this landscaping project. These sweet people. So if they watch the show, no hate. They've been really great neighbors the whole time we've lived next to them. So I mean, you got to cut a tree down.
No, no.
I guess.
But it is a bit of a hassle. I would have known CM Punk.
At least, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got it. I was just too slow. You got there first, so
I hate that.
Fair
fucking
dues.
thing.
All right, it's creeping up. It's 3-2 now. All right, next one. This person is a 6-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. They've won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship 4 times. They've won the European Championship 1 time. They've won the WWF Intercontinental Championship 6 times.
Clark
No?
Taylor.
Clark.
Ric Flair.
Incorrect.
Thank you, Clark. That was going to be my guess. I don't have to guess anymore. Thank you.
They won the
What's worse
WWF.
is now I know who it is. Again, it's just every time I'm down to 2, I've guessed the wrong one.
They won the WWF Tag Team Championship 1 time. No? All right. Okay, nitty-gritty. They've won the AAA Mega Championship twice.
So,
Jeff
Jarrett.
Yes, it's Jeff Jarrett.
No, that's what I was going to guess, and I didn't do it. Fuck! I should have
It's
done it.
the knockoff
I
strut.
First one, I
The
thought it was
worst part
him.
is 2 guys that do struts.
I was thinking
We're the only choice, and it's the knockoff strut.
Yeah, I was thinking a decade earlier. I was down the Flair route. I was thinking
Davis.
Harley, and I was
Thank
thinking down that sort of race. Yeah,
It's the TNA run because obviously it's the NWA Championship. It
Of course
throws
it
you
is.
off.
yeah.
Shouldn't even
My
count.
brain wasn't. That's what my brain wasn't. My brain was
Shouldn't
thinking
even count.
was like
of nothing.
Triple A, Kenny Omega, Jeff Jarrett. Fuck.
All right, is the next one Raven?
I'll spoil it for
No,
you
it's
now.
not
There's
Joe.
no Ravens here, so I'll let you know. No.
No, wait, Raven's off the board. Okay, that's good because I'm pretty confident everyone's going to be Raven. You got
All
Perry
right.
Saturn? Can you give me any more hints?
It's 3-3. Come on, lads.
Well, that's
Round 9. Is it round 9? Yeah, it is round 9. Cool. Oh, this one. Oh, if anyhow you get this one. All right, cool. Remember, no Googling.
Yep.
All right, they've won. They've won the TNA Knockouts Championship 6 times.
David. I may as well go in with it. Gail Kim.
No, incorrect.
Worth a
Good
try.
call,
Worth a
good
try.
fair play to your son.
That's a good try. They've won the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship 2 times. They've won the TNA Knockouts Championship tournament once. Yeah. Pro Wrestling Illustrated has ranked. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. All right, cool. So they've ranked them number 2 in the top 50 female wrestlers in the PWI Top Female 50 in 2009 and 2010. I hope you got that. In 2009, they were ranked number 6 in the top 50, and then in 2013 they ranked them number 11 in the top 50.
So Awesome Kong.
No, incorrect.
Fuck. Okay, fair play. I have no fucking clue who it is.
That would have been my other. It was between those two. So thank you
it's
so
like,
much.
it's like you mentioned TNA Knockouts.
The
It's Gail Kim
wording
or
is
fucking Awesome
quite
Kong.
interesting of how you're
Well, I've got
wording
won
it.
it 6 times.
I can't tell if you're wording it deliberately like that or if you're just trying to.
Trying to throw it up.
Fuck you.
I'll hear a few more accolades.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's the entirety of the
That's it.
accolades?
The entire
Yeah.
fucking career.
There's not a lot of people.
Well, that rules out a lot. Is it Angelina Love?
You didn't say your name.
Clark.
Yeah.
Angelina Love?
You know what? I'm gonna give that to you. Yeah. You're correct. Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
Because it is. Yeah, you're right.
Did I get the name wrong?
No, you didn't get the name wrong. It's because it's a whole collective, and they've actually she's part. It's the beautiful people. All right.
It's
Cool.
the beautiful people. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I was because you
Yeah.
kept saying
It's the
them.
beautiful people.
It's
but
Angelina Love.
yeah, she's part of it, and she's won the championship amongst the.
She's the
Fine,
one
I was
that's
thinking-
amongst the whole
Yeah.
act. Yeah.
It's
I'll give
not
it
fair.
that,
I have to
it's
give it. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's the closest
Hang on.
we were gonna get.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's what I'm
Jack.
saying. It's totally fair because you'll just
Jack, I'm in the middle of a game show, and I promise I'll pick you up from Enterprise Rent a Car in like maybe 15 minutes. But I just got my first question right. You're never gonna believe it, dude. I got one. I have a point on the board. I got credit for Angelina Love, and it's nothing short of delightful. Just hang tight over there at the dealership, and I'll see you as soon as I'm done. I'm probably not going to win the show, but I did get the last question right. I'll talk to you later.
Wonder what they're dealing.
Sound good? No. I gotta pick him up from the Enterprise rent a car. He's
Man,
gotta
it's
return his rental
stranded
car.
in the middle of nowhere, just like, where the fuck is everybody?
Sorry.
All right, cool. Last round,
No,
final
no,
round.
no.
So yeah, Clark's got one. It is actually 3-all between David and Soul. My God. All right, cool. All right,
Oh,
last
boy.
one. This one's gonna be a doozy. All right, cool. The Wrestling Observer gave this person the award of the worst gimmick in 2003. They were a one-time WWE Tag Team Champion.
Clark Taylor, Eugene.
No. Good guess, though.
Oh, that was a great guess.
Dang it. I thought I had it early.
And they were a World Tag Team Champion one time as well. That's it.
Fucking hell.
David
No,
Heidenreich.
incorrect.
It's a little early, but it's a good guess because Heinrich had to be up there, dude. But it's a great guess.
That's a good one.
2003, you had shit gimmicks. Everyone on that fucking roster, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like half the roster. We know it's not her.
Ben looks stressed.
I have I'm
So,
pretty clueless.
shit gimmick in 2003.
Yep.
World
And they-
World Tag Team Championships.
Yep. And WWE Tag Team Champion.
And something else, right?
WWE Tag Team Champion. Yes.
And World Tag Team Champion.
Yes.
And is there
Oh,
any
that's
other
awesome.
accolades to this guy's career?
No. Not really. Not that you would know anyway. This fucking thing. Dave was like, fuck.
Nelson, take the ring. Fuck, I ain't know shit.
I watched. I don't know. But the thing is, I don't think this person's got a bad gimmick. But I'm gonna guess them just because I know they were a wrestler around that time. Because my birthday episode of the day I was born, there was an episode of Raw that they were on. Although I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's them. Test.
No. Soul, it's all on you. Can you take it home?
This is a test. Was actually dope.
I know who it is, I think.
Did you read my lips,
Actually, am pretty-
David? I mouthed what it was. If you go back and watch the tape.
No, he was. The,
I'll-
that was later. Was it? Fuck.
Worst gimmick 2003. Two-time tag team champion.
Fucking coloring pictures in 2003. Fuck.
I was trying to learn how to crawl.
And I was
Still couldn't get it right.
And you're here now, man. You made it.
That was a bad gimmick. Was that 2003?
You clearly learned.
Maybe I skipped that stage. Maybe
I'm
before I crawled, I
confident you
walked.
can crawl, Ben. Knowing you.
I
as long as
ran before I ran before I crawled.
Fuck it, Festus.
Oh, that's like 5 years early. It's not Festus.
It's not Festus. It's not Festus.
Can I have like a second throwaway guess? Who I think it might be?
go on?
Go on,
Is it
Clark,
Lance Storm?
No, not Lance Storm. He won more championships in
Okay.
WWE.
That's
It's
fine.
Did he really?
It was not
Is
that.
it Rico.
It was Rico. You
Rico.
I'm gonna be fully honest, guys. I don't know who that is.
Oh my
Wait,
god! you
what?
don't remember
That's
that?
John Cena's
gimmick-
original manager.
His gimmick in 2003 was gay man.
No,
Pretty much.
no, but no. But go watch him in OVW. In OVW, him and Cena on the replay gimmick was the funniest thing.
Oh, it was great.
They would literally.
I've never seen this man in my life.
Oh,
I've
Rico
looked him up.
also
I've never
managed
seen him in my life.
Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo, Billy and Chuck, and organized the wedding where 3-minute warning,
Yep.
of course,
Yeah,
trashed it. And Eric Bischoff was in disguise as
Perfect
the
disguise.
the
Well,
priest.
Fair
Yeah.
play. Because
Fair
I
play.
fucking never would have forgotten that. Fuck, bullshit.
definitely wasn't.
That was a deep cut. I knew that was gonna throw you guys off.
No, do we end
Rico,
it-
I would have gotten on the third try, but probably not. Honestly,
So do we
actually,
end-
David deserved that
Do
one.
we end in a draw? think we
I'm
ended
happy.
it.
it's
I'm happy.
3-3.
Gentleman partnership ending a draw.
Yeah, definitely.
I like
Yeah,
it.
why not? Yeah,
Tie
First
ball game.
draw ever. But yeah, you think guys did all right though. Yeah, you got 7 right altogether out of the 10. So yeah, you can take that what you
I
will.
was gonna
guess.
say Cody before the incorrect stat was read, so I was
Oh
screwed.
shit!
I'm,
Huge asterisks.
I actually swept
what's
the
it?
competition.
Blame Wiki.
Look, as the
Just like
person who-
golf, you always hit the second one
Didn't
better
your
than the
teachers
first.
teach you in school, Chaos? You can never
What the
trust
fuck? What are you
Wikipedia.
about? Right, I didn't even know what I did wrong. What was he complaining about? Because you just bitch
Ben,
all the time.
that's a big ask. You think me and Chaos listened in school?
Never listen to Wikipedia.
Oh my god. Fine, whatever. But now I know. I don't even know what I even did wrong. But fine, whatever. Anyway.
Basically, you said they won the Raw Tag Team titles when it was actually the WWE Tag Team Championships at the time.
How am I supposed to fucking wait? No, but it did though. He did. If it was on this,
No, we didn't.
that's not this
Okay,
actually
so then
them.
it's 3-3-1-1. Tie game
Because like
still.
Wikipedia did not
Actually,
put them
so
as
wouldn't have got
undisputed
that. So
champion.
in my eyes, David
Nah,
is the true
I actually
winner.
did not get it wrong.
As
I
the
didn't get it. Get
person,
the fuck out of here.
as the person who would have stood to benefit, good draw, so.
Oh yeah,
Handshakes.
paid off.
All right.
Good game, guys.
Paid off.
All right, cool.
The
Right, hold
only
on.
English person I like.
All right, 1 second. All right, Clark, are you actually going?
No, not literally. I can stay.
Okay. No, I
He
was about to
can
say.
wait.
'Cause what,
Dude, I'm
why don't
doing
we
him a
actually-
favor.
Without any, this is if you got time, if so, guess pay-per-view.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
Sounds
guess
good.
pay-per-view. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Let's do it.
Right. This is a team one, so it's all
Okay.
good.
Is this, are we going
so-
through the matches or
Why,
are
we're
we?
still the host against us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's guess the pay-per-view, 20 questions. You give me a question, I give you a yes or no answer. One
Is this
shot
the-
kills.
Is this a specific year or?
You can narrow it down to it. Yeah, you can do it specific
Yeah,
year.
I remember how this
Sure.
shit goes.
Can we pause really
Because the
quick?
last one, what's wrong?
Can we pause? I'll call him and just Uber him so that he can fuck off.
All right, cool. Fine. Smoking is bad. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So you it's a yes or no answer, 20 questions. If you guys remember from the last episode, Jordy actually got the pay-per-view right. So obviously it was his turn to obviously
Fuck Jordy. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm
Wow.
a Jordy fan.
That's me.
it was his turn to actually do the guessing game, but unfortunately he's under the weather. Get well soon, Jordy. But he's actually sent me the pay-per-view he wants y'all to guess on his behalf. So 20 questions, guess the pay-per-view, and your time, I guess, starts now.
Right, I'm going to start us off. Is this a WWE pay-per-view?
We only have 19 questions. What if the answer is yes? That's like thousands of pay-per-views.
Well, it's a good start.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
say
you're
it again?
asking a question.
Is it a WWE pay-per-view?
Be more specific than that, Sol. 'cause
No.
he'll fuck you.
No.
It's not.
No.
No, never mind.
It's
That
not.
was a good question. See?
Now it's a good
so-
question.
But
here's
he's
the thing,
fucked.
right?
He's fucked
It's
us on this
not-
before.
Wait, guys,
You know
let's
what-
discuss
you know
really
what,
quick before we
Paul?
ask officially.
Yeah.
What about if we now ask if the main event's a stipulation match since it's a non-WWE pay-per-view?
Well, no, hang
We
on.
stay on
though.
the same
Hang on.
squad.
Hang on. It
I,
could
what I was
be-
Slow
saying,
down.
which is why I told Sol to specify his question, but he didn't, was that Chaos likes to fuck us on these things, where it might not be a WWE pay-per-view, it could be a WWF.
WF pay-per-view.
WWF.
Yes, thank you very
That's what I
much.
was saying. Now we've eliminated everything after 2002.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's ask if the main event was a stipulation.
No.
No, why?
Bill, it's a good question.
We have to eliminate companies.
Wikipedia. She's a hypocrite.
This is
If-
the only one I'm undefeated on.
We need to
This
go,
game.
lads. Let's think democracy here, right? We are
Yeah.
a republic after all. We have
Was
to go
the main
by
event a
companies.
stipulation match?
We have to no, because that's way too broad. Like that could be any company.
No, it's
We need to
not
go
though,
by-
because
we
think
need to
about
go
it.
by companies and years. So we've eliminated WWE, but we haven't eliminated WWF. That's TNA, Impact.
So why don't we ask if
AEW.
it was in the 90s?
No.
Look-
Was it before 2000? Is the question to ask. If we're
So
gonna-
that's that.
No, but then that opens up 4 other decades,
Yeah,
Ben.
but Clark, trust
Yeah,
me.
but I don't
from
think he's going to
experience of
pick
doing
Clash,
this.
Clash of Champions from
No.
1978.
That's
no,
what
no.
I'm saying. I'm with David here.
No. But Clark, if he says 90s and the answer
Ben,
is no,
I swear
it
to
could be
God,
anything
if
before the
we
90s
ask if it's
or
before
after.
and it turns out to be WrestleMania 3, I'll be so pissed.
Well, we just have to look. We just have to ask: is it a WWF pay-per-view? And if it's not, then that eliminates all the WrestleManias.
That's a good follow-up question.
should
I'm kind
ask
of
that
like that.
Chaos. Is it a WWF pay-per-view?
Oh,
Yes.
WWF.
Oh, there we go. Told you.
Right, there we go.
Wait a
Why?
minute. Now, third question: is it an in your house event?
Right. Wait.
You guys can agree on it
No.
first. We're not officially
No.
asking that, but I'm just saying, discussion-wise,
Yes,
is it an
that's-
in your house
yeah.
event?
Clark,
Is
ask
a
that
good
question.
question.
Not a bad
Clark,
question
ask
to
it.
ask.
Is it an in your Is it an in your house event?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can
So
I
that
ask-
means
can
it's
I
going to be a big four.
Yeah, go, David.
Okay.
Go.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask not necessarily. Can I ask a question and say, is the name of the pay-per-view? So has the name of the pay-per-view been active since 2020? So have we seen a version of that pay-per-view since
Yeah, 'cause
2020?
that eliminates
Oh,
WrestleMania,
okay, I see what you mean. I see.
SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
Backlash, any of those types
No.
of events? No. Okay. So that means it's not a Mania, Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Backlash, none of those. Which means that it's
David, what's the name of the WWF pay-per-view that was on NBC? Was it Saturday Night Main Event?
Yeah, but that wasn't pay-per-view. That was cable. So this is a pay-per-view, unless.
No way. You can't fuck that.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
okay.
going to be a main event because main event was every Saturday. There's one Saturday a month, so there's too many. Like that would be too.
Shall we hang on? Hold on one second, lads. Let's just hold on one second. What? So it was in 1993 or 1994 they went to In Your House model. Correct? So when did the In Your House when did In Your House kick off? Because if we can say was the pay-per-view before this year, then we can cut out the fact that it's either if we say 1996, for example, when the In Your House model stopped, then if the answer is no, then that's probably one of those stupid pay-per-views from the 80s, because you either would have had Big Four, King of the Ring still active, although we haven't had
King
a
of the
pay-per-view
Ring
that
is
could-
logical, and so what I'm
David.
trying to figure out is if it's King of the Ring 91 or 93 because that has not been active
Should we ask?
since
Was
2020.
Hogan, should we ask? Was Hogan WWF champion? Because that eliminates a big time frame.
Could
as
be
well.
96. Oh, Hogan
I
WWF champion's
prefer
good, but I don't think that
David's
gives
question.
away enough.
Was it before 19?
Why don't we ask if it's a tournament card? Because that rules out
But
King
that
of the
takes out.
Ring.
Well, why don't we just ask if it's King of the Ring? Because there's literally only
Well,
one
we can't
tournament
do
card
that
outside
because
of
then
that.
we use the guess. Then we use our only guess.
Yeah,
No, is it?
no,
King
you
of the
can
Ring?
ask
Is
if it
a
is.
specific
Is it a
year?
King of the Ring event? Because we're trying to guess which year. We can totally ask that. Is it a King of the Ring
Oh,
event?
okay.
Because that's the most logical. Yeah, no, that's what we ask.
Okay.
That's
Can we ask that, or does that count as an answer?
That kind of counts as an answer. Yeah, I mean, because
But we've done this. We've done this.
so it's a King of the Ring
you
event.
gotta just frame it differently. Don't say the name. Like
We've
Yeah,
done.
Right.
We've done this.
Okay, right then. All right,
Hang on.
Chaos.
Hold on.
Was it
Hold
a
on.
tournament card with a crown involved?
no.
There we go. It's not
It's
King
not
of the
King
Ring.
There you go.
So then it
I'm
would
just
be.
saying, we've done it. We've done the last time we did this. We asked, was it a this event? Was it a that event? And it was fine.
Oh, did
No
we?
change of rules
No,
now.
we
Chaos.
asked-
My bad. I'm sorry.
we
I'm sorry,
asked-
David. You're right. If I did that, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
So the
fuck
answer
around.
is
Alright,
no,
alright,
it's not the King of the Ring.
I'm
Chaos.
fine with asking
Chaos.
your question about whether it was before 1996. If you want to ask
Right.
that, David.
Although,
think
the
that's a
only
good
thing I-
question.
Okay. How many questions have we already asked?
5.
We've got 15 to deal with, so we
We
probably
need
can
to figure
afford
out the
to.
year ASAP. Yeah.
What was you gonna say? So
Yeah, so we need to figure out what year In Your House model finished.
Well, he said it wasn't in your house.
yeah, I said
That's
that.
what we're trying to work out.
Yeah.
So if it's not, so if the answer's not In Your House,
That
so
means
if,
it's
that's what we
in
need to say.
the
Is it before
early.
then? Because it can't be In Your House, and it can't be a Big Five, which means it's one of the shitty 80s pay-per-views like Colossal Tussle or one of those buggers.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
You
ask
know,
your question,
or-
David. Ask
Or
your question.
the water.
That's a good one.
But I can't remember what year In Your House finished. Was it 96?
What you did in your house finish, Clark? 96 or 97?
In your house started like 95. So
But
it's
what did it
gonna be like main event, or it's gonna be like Saturday
what year
night's
did
main
it
event,
finish?
or it's gonna be
Um,
like
Clark, what was
Clark,
that
you're not
show
listening.
that? What's
Clark,
the show
what
that
year did it finish?
Taker?
what?
What was it? Tuesday in
the
Texas.
question is, what you did it finish? The in your house.
Hang on.
When
wait.
did it finish?
Yeah.
in the 2000s. It was like 96
No, it
through
didn't.
2000.
No,
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
no.
No, it
It
wasn't.
was
wasn't.
either
Way earlier.
96 or 97. it stopped.
99 In Your House went through 99.
Did it?
Bad Blood, the original
Well,
Bad
St.
Blood in
Valen-
97 was In Your House, and then beyond that was too.
So 97 is
still
true.
called it In Your
97
House.
definitely is.
They got rid of the house stage, but
No.
In Your House was the
I mean-
branding.
I mean, as an example, Over the Edge, which was 99, that wasn't an In Your House. Same with
No,
St.
that's
Valentine's
true.
Day. So it definitely had stopped by
St.
99.
Valentine's Day Massacre is In Your House. St.
97
Valentine's Day Massacre.
97 was. 97 was. So it would be
In Your House,
97 was
St.
still for sure.
Valentine's Day Massacre is In Your House,
It's
despite
an In
not
Your
having the house
I've
stage.
seen the show. It's not an In Your House. I've seen the
It
show.
technically
Not an
was
In Your House.
branded as such.
No, I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I watched it quite recently. It's not.
No,
there's no
I'm like
branding.
99.999%
So St. Valentine's
sure
Day.
it's 97.
Okay, so
Right,
then,
I'm gonna ask the Hogan Championship question because that eliminates the time frame as
so
well.
why don't we ask if it was after 1995 then?
I wouldn't so we can narrow it down way more than that.
Or
I think we asked,
97.
Was it before 1997? I think then we
Okay,
got it sorted. 'cause
That's
we know
fine. Was it before 1997? Fine.
No.
No. Okay, so which
Oh,
means it is.
perfect.
So it's going to be like an
So we know
Unforgiven.
it since. So we're fine.
Can we do it? Can we do it? Was it after 2000?
Yeah, go ahead.
Was the pay per view from after the year from 2000 or later?
Yes.
Okay, that's helpful.
Should
So
we
it's
ask
between-
should we ask was it an American show?
I mean, we've
Yeah.
done all the UK shows, and because Insurrection and Rebellion have already been said. I don't think he'd
Have they done
repeat
anything
them.
in like Canada or Germany or anything like that?
The only thing they ever did in
WWE
Canada was seasoned
era.
beatings, not seasoned beatings. One of the In Your Houses, but I don't think they did anything after that. So it's not a big four.
It's going to
David,
be great
when was-
balls of fire,
when
lads.
was
I'm telling you.
United
No, because
Texas?
it's not a WWE show.
Oh shit! Of
It's
course.
a WWF show. What year did they get the F out? That 2002, 2003,
2002.
2002. So it's between
2004. It's 2002 or 2004.
I think it's 2003, to be honest.
Well, it's between 2000 and around that 2003 era. It's not going to be a Backlash because that's a pay-per-view that's been active since 2020. It's not going to be a King of the Ring because that's still been active since 2020. So I'm trying to think what example.
Insurrection.
We got a Judgment. Insurrection was an answer before.
Oh, David, what about the Alliance thing? What about like the Alliance and all that?
Invasion, which was 2001. That's a possibility. So Invasion is a possibility.
We could ask did it feature other
Judgment.
brands?
Yeah.
When was Invasion? Late 2000, late 01. So that
In
We've got plenty of questions
Invasion-
there.
Yeah, they've done
Judgment
7
Day.
questions.
So we got Invasion, we got Judgment Day, we've got Unforgiven. Was a pay-per-view from around that time. We have got I think a Capital Carnage, I think was one that they did run around that time. You've got thank you, Ben.
I'm going to be back here in a second. Sorry, I got to get Jack this Uber.
No worries. That's fine.
Invasion, Judgment Day.
Poor guy
can
just
I-
played
can I ask-
terrible.
Can I ask a question that might help narrow it
Go
down?
ahead. Ask
What's
away.
the question?
No Mercy, Unforgiven,
Did
Judgment Day.
the
can't be
pay-per-view
no
happen more than once?
Armageddon.
Is that a question?
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Because if the pay-per-view happened,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good.
did
question.
Chaos did the pay-per-view happen more than once?
Yes.
Was the main event 3 stages
so
of
it's
hell?
Hang on, Cloud.
No, I'm taking that
no.
question because then I know it.
Clark, calm
I
down.
think that's too specific. Yeah.
No,
so
it's not.
Let's work out what it's not.
Look at
It's not-
Chaos's grin on his face. Look at his shit-eating grin. I'm right. I know what
Okay,
it is.
okay. Should we ask it? Because if it is, then I
Fine,
can
yeah,
probably
yeah.
I know it as well.
Tim,
So-
Ask it. Go.
was the main event 3 stages of hell?
No.
So it's not
There we go.
Armageddon. Perfect. We still have 12 questions.
It's also not.
It
It's
still
also not
could
no
be
way.
Armageddon.
It's
It could be different
but it's not-
Armageddon.
but-
so we
but it's
still-
not no
No,
way
it could not be
Yeah.
a different Armageddon because only one was under a WWF banner, Ben.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
some
Triple H
freaking
and-
homework.
Okay.
Buckwheat.
Triple H and
I'm
Hunter was
kidding,
no
Ben.
way out.
We're on the same team
2001,
here.
So
That
it's
was
not
all
no
up.
way out. So it's not no way out 2001. We know that
Oh my
much.
goodness.
It's
So
not.
it was
Well,
two
No Way Out
Armageddon.
01. No, the main event, No Way Out 01 was Angle and Rock. Angle
It is.
Rock
Yeah,
was
my bad.
the main
You're
event.
wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, Clark.
Yeah. Main
Yeah.
event 01 was Angle Rock,
okay,
and then
so it's between two.
Did we want
go
to
ahead.
ask if it was a stipulation main event? Did we want to ask that?
No, we need to start asking more specific because that era.
How many questions have we
There's
had?
only so many. There's
you got
12
six
left,
left.
I believe. 6?
We only got 6. Yeah.
We asked
6
14
questions
questions.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We can't go that.
Just
quick.
while I
We-
was ordering an
we-
Uber, when did we ask the other 6?
You time flies, man, when you're having fun. All right, yeah.
Dude.
6 left.
Okay,
I
so
think a stipulation
So
main
should we-
event has to be considered.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Was the main event a stipulation match, Chaos?
No.
No.
Okay, well that's
Okay.
cut it down massively then.
So should we just make a list of all the potential pay-per-views we've got? So we've got Judgment Day.
Mercy.
We've got No Mercy.
They can't be no
Backlash.
mercy because there was an NXT pay per view with the name up to 2020.
True. That's true.
Ooh, actually, that
can't
does
be.
bring back up our previous question, though. Does that include the NXT event that was labeled No Mercy?
Well, that was a
Well, that's a
pay per view.
pay-per-view.
So yeah.
Pay-per-view.
Right,
So,
no,
yeah.
but I'm just saying, Chaos is the moderator. He may have not thought about that.
No, it's
And it
Well, if
applies to
that's-
the
that's his-
original
well, if-
question.
Well, if that's
He's
his
fucked
fault,
Trying
it.
to avoid controversy, guys.
So
He's fucked it.
we've got Fully Loaded. That's one.
So
That
it's
they ran?
No Mercy.
fully loaded. Let me type these in.
Yeah. So we've got Judgment Day. We've got Fully Loaded. What else was there?
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven. True.
We've got darn it.
Armageddon, because that was brought up by you. Clark.
Vengeance?
Apparently, he said there was only one Armageddon.
I believe the only Armageddon under WWF.
No, but there was. I don't think there was only one Armageddon. I think there were.
No,
more.
but I
That's
think
what
the
I thought
second
was
one
too.
was WWE Armageddon.
Was the Armageddon's the one where Jeff Hardy won the title?
That was under the WWE banner, so that's ruled
Yeah,
out.
but we asked if the event was a
We can't-
once occurring thing, and
we've got. Yeah. So we've got. We
It's a
have we got.
copy invasion.
Have we got? No, we said that. Yeah, said that's why I asked the question.
So it's Judgment Day fully loaded. Unforgiven.
No, we've got Vengeance.
Vengeance was
Is
that was
one.
the other one that I mentioned. And then there's
No
but
Way
there's
Out.
No Way Out, but No Way Out. No Way Out 01. No Way Out 2000 is tough.
should we get specific because it eliminates a No Way Out? Should we ask if the New World Order debuted on the show in the WWE because they debuted on No Way Out?
That is a great question.
That only takes out one. That does only take out.
It does
one
only
show.
take out one No Way Out. Okay, wait a minute. Here's what we ask: is if it happened between the Rumble and Mania, because every No Way Out happened between
Yep.
the Rumble and Mania.
Every single No Way Out happens in No Way Out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did it happen between the Rumble and Mania?
Yes.
So it's a No Way Out. Okay, that's helpful.
Right, I'm gonna.
Okay.
No Way Out 2000.
Now we're talking, my friends. That was well played.
Mark,
Uh,
what
There's No
Yeah.
Way Out
Mark,
2000,
what
2001,
you
or
did-
2002.
What year did WWF become WWE?
It would have been
On the-
mid
I-
02 was get the F out t-shirts.
Okay,
I was gonna say it was the-
Honestly, it actually may still be 01. We cannot rule out we could probably ask.
Hang on.
So can we?
I'm gonna ask
So,
you a question.
no,
about the
listen, The
NWO.
Rock
That
was in
eliminates
both
one-
main events, but Kurt Angle was only in 01. So we can figure
So
out the
just
year
to-
if we ask if Kurt Angle was in the main event.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Because we know it's no way out.
What?
Was Kurt Angle in the main event?
That's the question?
Yes.
Yes.
There we are.
It's 01.
This is a
It's my favorite show ever.
Wait, who did he face in it, Clark?
The Rock.
Do you want to
Right,
ask it,
should we
Clark?
just to
Angle on
make
The Rock.
sure, should we just ask that question? Was it Kurt Angle versus The Rock? Should we?
How many questions we got left to play with?
You got 3 left.
Yeah. Was it?
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah, let's
Clark,
do it.
Clark, ask it.
What's the question?
Was it
All
Kurt
right.
Angle versus
Was the
The
main
Rock?
event? Was the main event of the show Kurt Angle versus The Rock?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we go. There we go.
One.
Clark,
No way
Clark,
out
would you
at
like to-
one.
Clark, do the
you can
honors
ask
for
him.
us.
It's no way out at one.
Yes, it's No Way Out 2001. Fuck
Yes!
yeah.
It's my favorite show ever. Honestly, it's really funny. Like, I got this as a sick day gift from my mom. I stayed home, I had a real bad sinus infection. I was all stuffed up. I watched it twice back to back throughout the day, and I had enough action figures. I was watching the TV as a kid, as a 10-year-old, and playing out the matches with my hands, like imagining what was going on the screen. Like, I'll never forget it. No Way Out 01 is one of my favorite shows of all time, if not my absolute favorite that I didn't attend. I would say
yeah.
of all those that era pay-per-views.
It is widely considered, obviously, one of the greatest pay-per-views of all time. I remember there was a 3-state, well, it wasn't 3 stages of hell, but there was a 2 out of 3 falls match on that card again between Triple H and Austin. But that was not the main event.
So
That's what I was trying to think. That's what I
that
was
match is
thinking of,
so
I think, was
unbelievable
taken.
too. And then the finish with Austin delivering the barbed wire 2x4 at the same time as the sledgehammer hits, and then they both fall.
Yeah.
Triple H happens to fall on top of him,
Wow,
Yeah,
funny,
yeah.
funny.
but
I'll
enough,
say this,
nobody
though.
won
I'll say
that
this.
match.
I'll say this though. I've just Googled Triple H versus Steve Austin No Way Out 2001, and it comes up 3 stages of hell.
Oh,
As
okay.
a, when I so
It's
Hey,
got
again.
2 out of 3 falls on the back of the DVD, if that helps.
yeah,
Also,
but they
I
are
ju-
3
just-
different.
I
But they,
just searched it.
Yeah, it goes.
Okay.
It was single. I'll never forget it, guys. I've watched this
Was
DVD, this
singles
VHS 50 times.
yeah, singles
It's
no Martin Cage.
Singles, street fight, cage.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the image of them lowering the cage with the weapon
Yeah.
still in it. As a little kid, as a 10-year-old, I was like, wait a minute. So they can still hit each other with the sledgehammer inside of the cage now?
All
Just
right,
more
lads.
violence,
Tell you
better
what,
for a
we've
5th
done
grader.
We've done well, but you know what? I'm gonna have to bounce now because I have work tomorrow and I have to kind of wrap things
Yeah.
up. But congratulations, everybody! David and me are the co-winners. We have like the Divas belt. That's like the butterfly, or was the Attitude Women's belt? It was the
Tag
broken
team
link
champs.
neck.
We're going to have to do a team comp next time.
belts on that one, and Clark obviously is the pay-per-view champion.
I did just want to say
And-
though, by the way,
Uh-oh.
Clark, In Your House did finish in '97. I've just looked it up.
Is that true? No, because
Yeah.
I thought
All right. Well, before Chaos ensues, I'm gonna hit the pay. Pleasure, lads. Finish up this
Cheers.
episode.
Yeah, so yeah, no, there was a St. Valentine's Massacre in Your House in '99, though. That was the official last one.
Thank you very much, Chaos. Just like I said, 99, kind of like
Yeah,
I
it was
said.
99. And then they brought it back for NXT in 2020.
Oops.
Yeah, I okay. You know what, Clark? I apologize because you are right.
It was
Well, it's
in your
not.
house, St. Valentine's. Because I remember my dad was super hyped when we bought the
I know
pay-per-view.
what it is.
He was like, dude, they brought In Your House back. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, let's watch. I was 8. Bro, I was 8.
No,
like, it's
you're-
one of
you're
my
right,
early
you're right.
memories.
Google
What happened,
Google messed up. Google messed up because I typed in final In Your House date, and there was one called Final 4, and that's what it said.
Oh, okay. There you go then. Yeah.
Yeah, oops.
There you go then. All right, cool. Well, yeah, we end on a happy note, even though Minus Soul is gone off to go and catch some Z's. Understandable. But yeah, this has been a very chaotic episode of Take It to the Table, I must say. But I've loved every minute of it. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us at the table. Thank you, David. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Clark. It has been fun as always. Obviously, now, Clark, since you've guessed it correctly, you have the power of the next pay-per-view as well. So we're next to the table. You get to choose what pay-per-view that we'll be guessing. So hopefully you're feeling ill, so you give me the power back to me so I can do it related to them because I like being in control. No, I'm joking. But
You guys better start watching the
we should
80s,
get-
my
wait.
friends. You better start watching the 80s.
Let me get this right, Chaos, right? This
Yeah.
is how you welcome people to your table, right? You miss them out on topics, you screw them in quizzes, and then to make things worse, you wish illness on them.
that's what you sound like. That's what you sound like, Ben. Really. That's all I got to say, bro.
You got it right. No Way Out 01.
Just
All time.
Yeah,
God.
but the other one.
Save your
Maybe
crying
the
for
right
when
one.
Arsenal bottles the league next week. Don't just save it.
Oh
Just
yeah,
save it when we
oh
bottle it.
yeah. We're a Man United.
Don't worry about us. We suck. I know that. But you guys, you're so close, and you still blow it. But it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
well, we'll do it next. We'll do it next year. Right?
Yeah, burn it again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, we'll do great next year. You guys will manage to bottle European football again. You'll get a new coach in.
Oh,
They
yeah.
offer, after 6 months, reveal that there's an issue at the club.
Yeah.
The media will turn against them. The fans will turn against them. They'll get fired, and the cycle will continue.
That is typical English football at its finest. So that's nothing new. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining us at this panel. Hopefully, we'll see you guys again. I have been your host, Chaos. This has been David. Down below has been El Jefe, aka Crybaby. Down below has been Soul. Taylor. Sorry, no, you're not Soul. You're here. Until next
They're
time,
calling
guys.
us the wrong names and insulting us too.
I know, Jesus Christ. Bye, guys.
No Way Out 01.